everyone. Grand rising and shining, radiant souls. So this usually, sometimes it's a walk and talk, and sometimes it's a sit and chat. And I'm at my beautiful Etowah Mounds on this beautiful new moon solar eclipse and coming into the Autumn Equinox. So I'm going to read, this is Prayers of Honoring by Pixie Lighthorse, and I've read from her before, and she has it separated out in seasons. And since we're getting ready to go into this beautiful autumn time here in the northern hemisphere, I'm going to read the first one for autumn, and it's Honoring Descent. Thank you for this stunning day of opportunity to stand tall at the well, staring down into the hollow tunnel. Let us feel our fear about what awaits. Let us lean over the edge knowing that you hold the golden rope. Then let us fall. Today we walk in the darkness. As we lower ourselves down, magnify your shine up above. Fine-tune our night vision so we can sense each possibility that comes before us, each path a Milky Way in our periphery. Teach us through the process of descent how to be initiated into the clan of having been there. Open our floodgates with the knowledge that our tears will cleanse the toxic buildup of unexpressed feelings. Help us acknowledge the pain of generations behind us and our power to heal it when we agree to take the journey down. Remind us that our tears and perspiration are our natural cleaners. Help us honor the tools we were born with to express our sorrow and transmute that which is held inside of us too tightly. Allow us the grace to choose our words with care, pick our battles down there wisely, and harvest our own medicine from the depths. Allow us the opportunity to come up for deep breaths in between our descents into the underworld for reflection. Hold our hearts while we do the work in pitch blackness, on the hooks, undergoing the little deaths we know are necessary for rebirth. When it's time to return, call us back. Extend your hands to us and touch our hearts, so we will rise and step forward more awake than before. Infuse us with life energy, which spills over in abundance to our brothers and sisters who are in need of our power boost. Remind us of how much to keep for ourselves, so we stay in flow and continue in our work as generators. We ask all of these things with respect and admiration for the universal and omnipresent awesomeness of you and the darkness that cannot be avoided. Keep us safe when we must go there. It's such a beautiful reminder that there are always times of joy and light and love and laughter, and love's always there. But there are times where we are being asked to go into those murky waters, to descend down into what some call the underworld, the shadow work. And it can be heightened when we lose a loved one, which I have recently. And I always know that coming out here to beautiful Mother Earth, coming outside, letting her transmute whatever it is that I'm trying to let go of, letting go of the grief and the sadness. But those are things that we all experience, and I love how it said, we have little deaths and little rebirths. And for a while, when a couple of years ago, I was like, man, I don't ever, I think death is negative, or I don't want to think about, I always want to be joy and light. But that's not really balanced. And it's okay for us to be in our little caves, in our small or our little underworlds, going through things. It's okay. That love is still there, that light is still there. But it's necessary for us to keep letting go, to keep looking at things that we aren't addressing. And they keep coming up in cycles and spirals, and we try to change our perspective again and again. And today, it has just been lovely. The change of the seasons, I can feel it and see it. Some of the leaves and everything are starting to drop and starting to turn. But there were hummingbirds where I was sitting earlier, playing with each other, resting on little tree limbs, and I could see them. And the monarch butterflies, the yellowtails, and I'm not quite sure what the black and blue butterflies are, but I know that represents my friend who is transitioned. I heard the kingfisher call, one of my favorite birds. Heard the blue jay, the cardinal, the Carolina wren, all just flowing with nature and supporting me. So when we have these moments of descent, it's all right, because we'll remember to come back up for air when we need to, and know that we're supported by this universe, by the Creator. You can feel the calmness and the stillness when you just sit with nature. You can hear the leaves falling around me. And as I get into my wiser years, when I do see leaves falling, it reminds me that I have leaves too. And we can keep letting those go, following the seasons and the cycles of this beautiful earth. That is really what's healing for me. My dear sweet friend is always in my heart. And as we know, we get signs and messages from our loved ones that are on the other side. And they're to comfort us. Because we know that they're off doing the other things. And we cry and feel sad because they're not here with us in physical. But they are always here with us. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the time. I'm grateful in knowing that nature always heals. Sitting on the ground, stepping outside for just a moment and feeling the sun on the face. So good. And then sitting here by the water under a shady tree and listening to all the birds, watching the water flow. So healing. So honor yourself, honor the descent as we move into this beautiful time of letting go. And remember, you're always supported. You're always loved. Thank you, as always, for tuning in and joining me. We are a community, this world. We are one, and I am grateful. You always know I like to end my videos in reminding you that I'm always sending you peace, love, and soul.